presidential campaign is you've got to give them some kind of vision, some kind of painting, some kind of scenery of what tomorrow's going to look like. Not everything can be today sucks. You have to say today sucks. You do. I'll get to that in a second because you have to paint a contrast. I hope I get to one of them. You have to paint a contrast, right? You have to wake people up to the suck they're in. This really sucks. But you gotta also make them believe that you are going to make tomorrow a little bit better and give them something to look forward to. He did that last night. He did that in his first campaign with Make America Great Again. He started talking last night about the American comeback. These are shortcuts because I want to get to a lot of them, but this is important, the American comeback. I love this idea, and I'll relate it to a really successful political ad that used kind of the same motif. Check this out.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, and my fellow citizens, America's comeback starts right now.
Yes. He needs to hit that. He needs to hit that over and over and over. We will build it again. The American comeback has begun. Ladies and gentlemen, when you look at political ads that move the needle, not political ads people say they like. People say they like a lot of things and they don't vote that way. People say they couldn't stand Joe Biden. A lot of them voted that way in this last election. We're suffering the ramifications of that now. But when you look at political ads that actually move the needle, there's a good book out there too. It's written by kind of a classical neoconservative guy. I think it's called The Political Brain. And they talk about two political ads that really changed everything for these campaigns. And one of them was, Jim, you remember Morning in America, the Ronald Reagan ad? Everybody remembers that. This Morning in America. Folks, it was probably one of the most deeply impactful political ads of the modern television era. It just gave people a sense of hope that Ronald Reagan had dumped the Jimmy Carter malaise. America was turning the corner. You got to remember, in the Reagan re-elect, we weren't really firing on all cylinders yet. Reagan won his re-election. He won 49 states, and we hadn't even hit the high point of his of economic growth yet. People misread history all the time. Me too sometimes. You got to go back and look at the data. The GDP numbers started to explode in Reagan's second term, not his first. But here's the catch. People sniffed the turnaround. They could feel it, smell it, they could touch it, they could hear it. The energy, the work, the hiring, people knew it. The soon-to-be demise in the Soviet Union, they saw it. Oh, you got it? Yeah, awesome. Yeah, play that in. No, this wasn't even part of the show. Check this out.
It's morning again in America. Today.
Goosebumps. You see the hair standing up? Look at that right there. Yeah, Jim, you can see it. You're right there. I'm not messing with it. I still hear that ad and I get goosebumps. I've heard that ad 1,000 times. You see what it did? Did two critical things. Number one, it painted a positive image like Trump did last night about an American comeback. And he better stick with that. He needs to. We will build it again. The comeback is here. We're going to turn it around. There's a better tomorrow ahead. But the Reagan ad did another thing I'm going to get to in a second. It also painted a contrast. You hear the line at the end? You don't want to go back to where we were 4 years ago, do you? Because you have to remind people who've embraced the suck that they're in the suck so they stop embracing. Don't laugh. People forget how bad it sucks. No, they don't. And really? They just voted for more suck. Don't tell me I'm wrong. On the Senate side of the House, they just voted for more suck. What does that tell you? They get to the suck. They just do. And they prefer the status suck rather than the moving potential prosperity. Folks, I'm not messing with you, man. You gotta remind people about the suck while giving them an image of what not sucking looks like. That's why that Reagan ad was so genius. Let me give you another one for you Democrats out there, so we can spread it across the political aisle. Another ad that did the same thing. Painted this positive image of a change agent and a better American tomorrow. It's Bill Clinton's famous Hope, Arkansas ad. The kid from Hope, Arkansas. Folks, put aside the politics for a second. You don't have to like the guy. The ad moved the needle just like Morning in America changed a lot for the Reagan campaign. It wasn't like a road to Damascus. No, Reagan just ran a good campaign, but it was an ad that unquestionably moved the needle. Bill Clinton's Hope, Arkansas ad was the exact same darn thing. Bill Clinton was getting destroyed in that primary. Bill Clinton, I don't mean in the polls and the number, I mean by, what did they call it? James Carville. Hey, you drag a dollar through a trailer park, you get a bunch of ladies come out. This is what was going on. Clinton was being wrecked. And then he comes out, he plays the saxophone, Arsenio Hall show, and he pumps this Hope, Arkansas ad, making him seem like the next JFK and this inevitable kid from Hope, Arkansas. And the Hope, Arkansas ad had hope. People loved it. It made Bill Clinton the comeback kid. The comeback kid. You think Trump's people are stupid? You think it's an accident they used that last night? The American comeback? What do you think? He just whipped that out of his wazoo? Folks, you gotta paint something positive. And for the Trump campaign, and if the DeSantis campaign decides to jump into, you have got to paint the positive of what tomorrow is going to look like. And I mean really gonna look like. Why was the Morning in America ad successful? Not just because they said something, but he produced the numbers. Did you hear that ad, folks? I just played it for you. More people are going to be married today. Inflation is half of what it was. More people are working. People hear that. It registers. Wow, I want to work. I'd like to be married. That's great. Inflation's been cut in half. Gotta do something positive. However, I'll get to this on the other side of the break. You do have to paint contrast too. And the contrast works by saying, here's the really great stuff that's going to happen if you vote for my conservative ideas. Let me remind you, you've embraced the suck now, and you shouldn't, because you don't have to embrace the suck. We can get out of it. And here's where we are now. He reminded people last night, I'll play this cut after the break, Trump, that when I was in office, none of this crap you're suffering through now, none of this stuff happened. I kept my promise. Smart move on his part last night. I'll play that for you after the break.
NobleGoldInvestments.com. Inflation is not only a real concern, the rate seems only to be trending upwards. The financial experts are saying gold could hit as high as $2,400 by 2023. Visit NobleGoldInvestments.com today. A precious metals IRA acts like a shield for inflation. Noble Gold specializes in storing the value of your wealth through gold IRAs, so they're truly a natural choice for your retirement portfolio. Act now, and with any qualified purchase, write or mention IRA, and you'll get a 3-ounce silver American Virtue coin. You heard right. Just mention IRA, and you'll get a 3-ounce silver American Virtue coin. Don't let inflation affect you or your retirement. Visit NobleGoldInvestments.com. That's NobleGoldInvestments.com. NobleGoldInvestments.com. Investment involves risk. Past performance is no guarantee future results.
Dan Bongino.
Season is here. It's not too early to find the perfect presents like the styles every guy loves from Untuckit. Get ahead of your holiday shopping with wrinkle-free shirts, long-sleeve polos, cozy sweaters, and more. Untuckit shirts are designed to be worn untucked, so they help guys to look sharp and feel casual. That's why he'll love unwrapping one of our iconic shirts this year. Now's the time to beat the rush and find the perfect shirt at Untuckit or at over 80 stores. Untuckit, shirts designed to be worn untucked.
If you're 19 or older with certain underlying medical conditions such as asthma or diabetes, you're vaccinated against pneumococcal pneumonia